Hi kids, welcome to your English class and I'm your teacher and mentor Ananya and I'm back with a new lesson of your English book that is Literary Journeys for Class 5 by Brainroot Publications. So today we shall begin with a new poetry and it is lesson number 7 of your book. The title of the poem is My Shadow. Children, whenever you walk or sit, have you observed that your shadow falls on the ground or on the back behind you? Yes? So today we are going to read an interesting poem about our shadows. Have you ever observed your shadow? Where it goes when it is dark. Our shadow walks with us wherever we go. It acts as our true companion. Let us read the poem about why or what our shadow follows us. Shadow हर जगह हमारे साथ चलती है, यानी हमारी परछाई हमारी ट्रू फ्रेंड या कंपेनियन है. जहां जहां हम जाते हैं हमारे साथ साथ हमारी परछाई भी वहां वहां चल पड़ती है. राइट? तो आज हम शैडोज के बारे में ही पढ़ेंगे. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me. And what can be the use of him is more than I can see. So the poet is saying कि I have a shadow which is little than me. I can see it. It always goes along with me wherever I go. यानी जहाँ जहाँ मैं चलता हूँ मेरे साथ साथ चलती रहती है. It is very very like me from the heels up to the head. यानी जब मैं अपने shadow को देखता हूँ तो it is almost like me. मेरे ही शरीर के आकार की तरह है. बिल्कुल ऐसा लगता है जैसे मेरा ही प्रतिबिंब है. And I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. यानी मुझसे पहले मैं बेड पे पहुंचूं इससे पहले मेरा शैडो जो है बेड पर पहुंच जाता है. हमेशा जो है मेरा शैडो या तो मेरे साथ साथ या फिर मुझसे आगे आगे चलता रहता है. The funniest things about him is the way he likes to grow. So now you can see the boy. He says मुझे बहुत ही मजा आता है जब मैं देखता हूँ कि मेरा शैडो अचानक बड़ा हो जाता है, मुझसे भी बड़ी हाइट का हो जाता है. इट ऑलवेज लाइक्स टू ग्रो, नॉट एट ऑल लाइक द प्रॉपर चिल्ड्रन विच इज ऑलवेज वेरी स्लो. ये बाकी बच्चों की तरह नहीं है जो बहुत धीरे धीरे ग्रो करते हैं. मेरा शैडो तो मिनटों में बहुत ज्यादा टॉल और बहुत ज्यादा ग्रो कर जाता है. फॉर ही समटाइम्स शूट्स अप टॉलर लाइक एन इंडिया रबर बॉल. And he sometimes gets so little that there is none of him at all. कभी कभी तो शैडो इतना बड़ा हो जाता है और कभी कभी इतना छोटा हो जाता है कि मुझे वो दिखता ही नहीं. अंधेरे में हमें हमारा शैडो नहीं दिखता है ना. अगर हम एक अंधेरे कमरे में बैठेंगे तो शैडो नहीं दिखेगा. He hasn't got a good notion of how children ought to play and can only make a fool of me in every sort of way. तो वो कहता है कि अरे मेरी परछाई इतनी बुद्धू है, उसे ये पता नहीं है कि बच्चों को कैसे खेलना पसंद है. वो हमेशा मेरी परछाई मेरे साथ खेलती रहती है और मुझे बेवकूफ बनाने की कोशिश करती रहती है. He stays so close beside me. He is a coward, you can see. I think shame to stick to Nursie as the shadow sticks to me. So now the child is saying कि the shadow is a very very dull kind of a thing. It gets frightened very easily. It is a coward kind of a thing. ये बहुत डरता है. परछाई जो है वो बहुत डरपोक है. वो बिल्कुल भी साहसी नहीं है. ये कभी भी अकेला चल ही नहीं पाता. हमेशा मेरे साथ साथ चलता रहता है. जहां जहां मैं जाता हूँ पीछे पीछे ये भी आ जाता है. ये इसे बिल्कुल नहीं पता कि ऐसे हमेशा किसी का हाथ पकड़ के नहीं चलना चाहिए. One morning very early before the sun was up, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an iron sleepy head, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in the bed. So what did the boy say? The boy says, one morning when I got up early in the morning, जब मैं बहुत सुबह सुबह उठा तो मैं तो निकल गया. मैं ड्यू ड्रॉप्स एंजॉय कर रहा था बटरकप्स के ऊपर. बटरकप्स आर द फ्लावर्स. तो मैं फूलों के ऊपर फ्लावर्स के ऊपर ड्यू ड्रॉप्स यानी उसकी बूंदों को एंजॉय कर रहा था. लेकिन मेरा शैडो वो इतना सुस्त है, वो इतना आलसी है कि वो बेड पर ही लेटा हुआ था. वो मेरे साथ नहीं आया. यानी कि शैडोज अर्ली मॉर्निंग में नहीं दिखते है ना. जैसे जैसे दिन चढ़ता है वैसे वैसे हमें हमारे शैडोज दिखने लगते हैं. तो इसीलिए द पोएट इज सेइंग कि मेरा शैडो जो है, मेरी जो परछाई है वो बहुत लेजी है. सुबह सुबह वो उठ के कोई काम नहीं करता है, सुबह सुबह वो बेड पे रेस्ट करता है जब मैं काम करता हूँ, और जैसे जैसे दिन बढ़ता है वो भी ग्रो करने लगता है और मेरे साथ साथ मेरा पीछा करने लगता है. So it's an interesting poem by Robert Louis Stevenson. Now let's move towards the glossary section and understand the meanings of the words given here. Shoots up means grows quickly. Coward means scared, someone who can be easily scared, जिसको डरा दिया जा सकता है. Beside means next or close to. Shining means glowing or reflecting light. Proper means correct or appropriate. Notion means a belief or idea. Nursery means a nurse. Buttercup, a small bright yellow flower. Errant means another word for errant, yeah, offending. And shadow is a dark shape. Okay. Now let's move towards the exercises. Let's study and do the MCQs one by one. Multiple choice questions. Who goes in and out with the speaker in this poem? The answer is shadow. Shadow goes out and in with the speaker in the poem. The speaker describes his shadow as a playful companion, mysterious stranger, scary figure. None. A playful companion. According to the poem, what does the poet shadow do when the poet gets up early? The shadow stays in bed. जब poet सुबह सुबह उठ जाता है तो shadow नहीं उठता, वो bed पर ही rest करता है. Let's move further. Next question, question number 4. How does the poet describe the shadow's appearance in relation to his own? The shadow is always taller, the shadow looks just like him, the shadow is different shape, none. So the shadow just looks like him. Alright? Let's move to the next exercise. Exercise number B says complete the lines from the poetry. Now this is the exercise which you will be doing on your own. You will just flip back the pages of the book and try to complete these lines, like I have a little shadow that follows me everywhere I go. Alright? So in this way you will complete the lines after reading the poem. Let's do exercise number C. Exercise number C says write T for true and F for false. The shadow jumps after him whenever he jumps into the bed. No, this is false. The shadow jumps before him. The shadow sometimes is taller than him. Yes, it is true. The shadow was very active. No, that's false. The shadow always follows him. Yes, it is true. The shadow has always the same height. No, this is false. So, children, with this we have done this exercise and I hope that you have noted all the answers. Now, let's move to question number D. Explain the given lines with reference to context. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepy head, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in the bed. So in these lines, the poet describes the early morning situation. जब poet जो है वो सुबह सुबह उठता है तो shadow उसको follow नहीं करता, because the shadow does not frame in the early morning hours when sunlight is very low. And that is why the poet says कि मेरा जो shadow है, मेरी जो परछाई है, it is very very lazy. वो बहुत आलसी है and it does not come out of the bed. When I go out and enjoy the morning dew, it sleeps and rests in the bed. What is the funniest thing in the poem, My Shadow? The funniest thing is that the child is fascinated by his own shadow, as is enjoying the shadow as a playing companion. The shadow sometimes becomes big, the shadow sometimes becomes small, the shadow is sometimes active and sometimes lazy. Alright? Now, with this, we come to an end to today's session. I hope, children, that you have understood all the exercises that we have discussed and you have also understood the meaning of the poetry. So with this, I wish you goodbye for today. I will meet you again soon with a new chapter where we would learn something more interesting. Till then, take care of yourselves. Bye bye and take care.